Right, good day to you. Yeah, reason for this video, well, apart from just going over 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. I can't believe it. I really can't. And I had wondered whether I would do that before I reached 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So it's about 2 years since I bought Bertie. Yeah, my first video was 24th of November. Yeah, and it wasn't meant for public viewing, but my brother saw it and he said, oh, you should publish that. And so I did. And look where I am now. Yeah, incredible, isn't it? So 2 years, it's flown by. And of course, the channel was a bit slow to start with. But it quickly got up ahead of steam. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And I've met so many wonderful people and in correspondence with so many wonderful people all around the world. It's just incredible. But do you know what else is incredible? This little bike, Bertie. I was a through and through naughty boy. And I don't know whether it was COVID or what, something affected me, and I thought, I blame saddlebags combined with Bullet Wanderer, yeah, and a few others. Oh, I should have turned down there. Never mind, see what it does if I keep going. I'm sure it'll pick another route soon. Yeah, it's picked another route. Anyway, yeah, and I remember Saddlebags Halloween ghosty video. Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday, and I just noticed the other day he put an announcement on about it. Yeah, but if you haven't seen that, you should go and have a look. But anyway, yeah, back to Bertie. There's just something very therapeutic, and of course they are the ideal winter bike. I mean, these roads are terrible, aren't they? Just absolutely appalling. And with something like the Classic 500, they just plough on. They're like a mountain goat. They are, really are. But what it is about him, I can't say. I mean, lots of people have tried to explain, but just everyone's got a different sort of experience of feeling from it. And it's people that are very experienced motorcyclists that have never entertained the idea of having one. Just fall in love with them. So what else? Well, I've had lots of bits given for him, and what I want to do is, when I find a suitable spot, I shall stop and do a walk round. That looked like a suitable spot, didn't it? I'm sure there'll be another one. Oh, it's uphill and down dale here. Go on, Bertie, you can do it. And living in Suffolk as well helps, because we've got lots of these little lanes that the Classic 500 just thrives on. Before I bought him, I was thinking about a Meteor. And then of course the Classic 350 came out, and they stopped making these. Incredible. He came from Hunt's up in Manchester. Yeah, bought it online, unseen, untried, never sat on one. So, yeah, I didn't know quite what to expect. And when I first fired him up on the centre stand there, on my drive, and just to watch him rocking like that, I just, I laughed so much, and I was so happy riding him. It's just a different experience. If you haven't experienced it, you should definitely try one. And yes, they're not for everybody, but if you don't like it, you can always sell it. There's plenty of us out here. Absolutely love them. And the weird thing is, I would have another one, and I totally get Volcanic Brown's addiction. I do. But I'm also a very practical person as well, and I need other things. I've still got that naughtiness in me. And I've learnt a lot more about bikes. I've had lots of bikes of my own, but since doing the channel, I have had the advantage of riding lots and lots of different bikes, and I've learned so much from them. Big bikes, small bikes, I'm not bothered. I just love motorcycles and motorcycling, and a lot of the time motorcycle people, in fact nearly all the time. The next spot I see suitable for doing a walk round, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So, well, I mean, we haven't got a lot. About 25 brake horsepower, something like that, is it? 27 brake horsepower. But the difference between this and the 350 is massive. I can't explain it. A lot of people, you know, top speed, smoother, everything like that on the 350 is probably better. But it doesn't give you the same feel that the 500s do. Massive pothole there. Sorry, Bertie. Yeah, the Meteor I have tried. I enjoy the Meteor, and I love all the 350 Royal Enfields. What's down here? There's a dog there. Is that dog loose? I don't know. Bury St Edmunds, it says. Hope that dog's not going to run out. Yeah, I love all the 350s, but not as much as this 500. And I've got to say, I've had the BSA for a few days, and I've fallen in love with that as well. I know. And do you know why? Despite what everybody says, despite the fact it's a modern bike, when you have it for a while, you'll suddenly realise that the bike is crammed with character, and it is not totally dissimilar to the 500, except it's faster and bigger. And I think that is enough to tip me over the edge to actually buy one. I know, there'll be a lot of people think I'm mad, but I enjoyed it so much. I really did. Now, is this a place for a walk round? I reckon it is. There we go. Let's get on here. Look at that. Here we go. So, yeah, shut up, sat nav there, banging on. turn that engine off. He's absolutely filthy, so I do apologise for that right now, ladies and gentlemen. But there you go. Bertie, the Royal Enfield Classic 500 that has brought so much joy to me. Yeah. Right, let's change the camera. Yeah, Bertie, the Royal Enfield Classic 500, one of the last ones to be made. He's not chrome. Initially I wanted a chrome one, but this is all I could find at the time, and I quite like it in black. I do. I love the creamy coloured one as well, and I was thinking about doing a swap with volcanic brown, because he's offered me all the tin work. But you know what, I don't think I can do it. I think Bertie is what he is, and I think I just feel like I'd be giving part of him away and changing his character, and I don't want to do that. So I think he's staying black. Single disc on the front. It's ample. He doesn't go like a rocket, so there you go. People have been generous as well. Obviously he's got that Hitchcock's exhaust on, which sounds lovely. I've got a baffle in him, but the racks had those given. He obviously came with the back seat on, took that off. I know, didn't go down well with Mrs. TAYM, but the racks came from Gary Mack. Yeah, with bags as well. I haven't got the bags on because the weather's been so vile and I don't want to get them soaked. He's got Koenigs on the back as well. They came all the way from Australia. Yeah, my mate Tom sent those. Brilliant. The rack, this came from TC. Yeah, my mate TC. He bought it by mistake for his 350 and it doesn't fit, so he said you can have it. So there you go. Yeah, so completely changing the back end and giving me carrying capacity. Then, oh, hang on, let me get rid of this for the moment. I'll put you down there. What we got here? So here we've got a timepiece, yeah, and air temperature, and it says at the moment we're about 13-14 degrees. Yeah, they came from Derek, Solo Motor UK. Yeah, just give us them. He's such a generous chap. You're all generous, both with your comments, your time, and your little bits that you send me. Just incredible. And I just love this whole appearance. It's so delightful. It just makes me so happy. Yeah, it's got heated grips. The mirrors, yeah, they vibrate a bit, but do you know what, I don't have a problem seeing out of them at all. But there you go. I've left the back foot pegs on just in case I decide to put the back seat back on, and it's just one less thing to do, isn't it? But Bertie is just wonderful. It's got the disc on the back. The earlier ones had drum on the back. Yeah, no traction control of course. Chain's a bit loose at the moment, I noticed, but I haven't done anything with it because me and Volcanic Brown we're going to change the front sprocket. I'm putting an extra tooth on to see if I can just give him a little bit more legs and drop those revs down. I don't know, might work. What do you think? But Bertie, 2 years on. Yeah. Right, I'll get back on the bike. Right, ignition on. Oh, there we go. Nice one. Get back on the road. I think we go down here. Yeah, so What next for Bertie? Well, I have got for winter, and some of you are going to go, no, I've got big mittens like my mate Stefan suggested. Yeah, I've got heated gloves. I'm a wuss, I want everything. Yeah, I want my hands sweating by the time I get wherever it is I'm going. If I don't get on with them, I'll take them off. But that's my plan. Bertie's not going anywhere. He's too much fun, even if I don't use him. And I do need a winter bike to do the longer journeys and take some of the strain off Bertie, because I don't want him rotting. No. Oh, it's just lovely out here, isn't it? Get that visor down a little bit. So that's Bertie. 2 years of him. He's had a funny back tyre once, just went down and then stayed up like forever. But then it was all okay, and then got a puncture, and I forgot his MOT 1 year. Yes, completely forgot about his MOT, and that obviously delayed things a bit. But yeah, he's had some time off. Here we go, turn right here. Oh, it's wet, isn't it? Wet and horrible, and the storms we've had. Just incredible. But Bertie doesn't mind. My average journey, you know, I don't do more than 100 miles on him. So I couldn't say what it'd be like for touring, but what I can say, after 100 miles, I get off him, and it's not like I've been sat on a motorbike at all. It's like I've been sat in an armchair. Yeah, even the vibrations, and they don't seem, I mean, you can see in the mirror, it just doesn't really vibrate that much, as a lot of people seem to say. But yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this little video, this little recap, and as I say, thank you very much to everybody for all your support over those 2 years, and for subscribing and liking, and your comments and your freebies. Just fantastic. I think we've got a really, really nice community, a worldwide community, and that's important to me. I think that's probably one of the most important things. Yeah, so look, if you've put your bike away for winter, I hope you enjoy all the videos and the shows. We'll be going to the NEC, of course, and if you haven't and you're out there riding, take care. There's some nutters out there, as I found out, and just watch that salt. Make sure you look after your bikes, prep it. HBC1 for muck off, that's what I tend to use. I will do another video on that, because lots of people have asked me. Oh, there's the geese. Yeah. Ta-ta!